Hello, boys and girls. I am missing you already. I sure wish you were here with me to do this lesson. These lessons would be much more fun if you were here to giggle and enjoy. But we're doing the best we can, so here it is. Today's poetry lesson. I want to read to you from this little mini book called, ooh, that's a shiny page, Writing Dynamite Poems. How do we write dynamite poems? Well, did you know that there's actually different kinds of poems? We know a lot of different things about poems, but there are lots of different kinds of poems to think about. So in this story, I will read to you some of the different kinds. It's funny because actually Paul in his classroom is learning about different kinds of poems from his teacher too, so that's kind of neat. Okay, let's see if I can get this to show up. It's kind of sunny. There we go. It says, oh no. Can you see it now? Okay. Writing dynamite poems. Writing poems. I can write a poem all about me. I can write a poem about a bird and a bee. I can write a poem with just 3 lines. I can write a poem that rhymes. I can write 1 poem. I can write 2. We love to write poems. How about you? So let's take a look at some of these dynamite poems. So this one is kind of neat. This is called a cinquain because it has letters at the beginning of the lines, and see those letters spell the word Alvin? That might be his name, Alvin. And he wrote a poem about Alvin using the first letter of the letters in his name as the first letter of each line. So this one goes, always skateboarding, likes pizza, very good writer, interested in snakes, nice and friendly. So these are all things about Alvin, and he started each line with the letters from his name. It says, I can write a poem all about me. So today you might want to try writing a poem just like Alvin, where you write your name going down in a row and then make the words in your poem start with those letters to tell about yourself. Here is the poem about the bird and the bee. And this one says, little bird and little bee. A little bird and a little bee sat together in a tree. The bee buzzed, the bird sang a song, and that is why the bird and bee got along. Kyra, this poem reminded me of your story that you read about the robin and the fox, and I'm thinking you could maybe write a robin and fox poem about how they didn't get along in your story. Think about what you could write about getting along or friendship. This poem has a special arrangement of words, and this one says, it's only 3 lines. The rain stops, puddles fill with mud. Time to jump in. It has 3 words in the first line, 1, 2, 3, 4 words in the second line, and 4 words in the third line. If you think about how many syllables or claps are in each line, it might help you think of a pattern too. The rain stops. That has 3 claps. Puddles fill with mud. That line has 5 claps. Time to jump in. That line has 4 claps. So this poem is arranged by how many claps or syllables are in each line. 3, 5, and 4. This poem is a poem that rhymes. And if you notice something about this, this is the kind that has words that repeat. Look, spiders. Spiders spin cool webs. Spiders have 8 legs. Spiders have 2 body parts. Spiders hatch from eggs. Can you hear the rhymes in the poem? I'll read it again. Spiders spin cool webs. Spiders have 8 legs. Spiders have 2 body parts. Spiders hatch from eggs. So that's a repeating poem at the beginning. And then if you look at how they arrange their words here, look, spin, have, and hatch. So the top 2 lines are different, but the middle lines have the same word. They also have and then a number, have and then a number. So if you wanted to copycat this kind of poem, you could maybe do one that is about cats. Cats chase after mice. Cats have 4 legs. Cats have 2 pointy ears. Cats purr. I don't know. You can play with that one. See what you can come up with. That one where they did the rhymes was the second line with legs. But could you say, if you were writing a cat poem, could you say they hatch from eggs? I don't think so. You'll have to try something else. You can't use legs and eggs in a cat poem. This one here is more than one poem. It says, I can write one poem. So here's Tyrannosaurus, and he started writing one poem. It goes like this. Tyrannosaurus, huge, meat-eating, stomping, crushing, chasing. Stay out of the way, king of the dinosaurs. So this is kind of like an all about dinosaurs poem, but instead of using sentences, they just use key words. If this was a journal, or if this was an all about me book, or all about Tyrannosaurus book, it would say, Tyrannosauruses are huge. They are meat eaters. They can stomp and crush and chase their enemy. But instead of putting all those joiner words to make long sentences, they just took the really important words that they knew about the dinosaur and arranged them into a poem. You could easily challenge yourself to do that kind of poem. Look at how this is, though. I like how they did this. In the middle, they used ing words that repeat. Stomp, ing. Crush, ing. Chase, ing. I might lock that in my brain for my poem today. I like it. Then, this is another poem. This guy says I can write 2, so he wrote 2 poems. It's How Do I Know? Look at, he's starting the title of his poem with a question. One of you wrote a question poem yesterday about your little brother. I think it was Jax. Jax, that poem was awesome. This one's called How Do I Know? The stars come out, the lights come on, the crickets chirp. What do you think they're talking about in How Do I Know? I'm going to go back and reread. It's almost like a mystery. How do I know? The stars come out, the lights come on. I hear crickets chirp. I hear owls hoo hoo hoo. My eyes feel sleepy. That's how I know it's night. Maybe you could use this same idea and write one about how do you know it's day? Or, oh my goodness, you could write one, how do you know it's spring? You've been working all on that. That's a great topic for a poem. This one would be an easy to write if you wanted to copycat the idea and change it a little bit. This one's called I Can. And I know there's a lot of things you guys can do. I can swim like a fish. I can bark like a dog. I can hop like a rabbit. I can jump like a frog. This is a repeating poem. It's a pattern. It also is using words like comparing things. Swim like a fish. Lots of times poems compare things. And this is a rhyming poem. Dog and frog. It's got an A-B pattern for the rhyme. A, B, A, B. And look at how the I cans line up. You might want to try lining your words up like that. Here's some inspiration. We love to write poems. How about you? You know what? If the dinosaurs can do it, we can do it too. Now I got to try to remember what was it I liked about all those poems. I did like the I can one. I can do a lot of things. I did like the how do I know, starting with a question. Jax did that yesterday. And I also liked the one where it used ing words repeating. I think I'm gonna, oh, and then, oh my goodness, so much inspiration. I like the spring one too about the puddles. Oh, what is in my heart? You know what? Sometimes there's so many ideas. You could write about so many different things. Maybe I should write a poem about so many things. Let's see. I'm going to flip to my chart paper. And I'm going to get ready to write. Maybe. Let's see. Can you see my... There we go. What will I write about today? Well, I liked those ing words, and I liked thinking about spring and puddles and mud. I know. I can. Oh, hold on. Spring is here. I can jump. I can jump. And I'm going to move down here because I want it to kind of look like jumping. I can jump in puddles. I can jump in puddles. Maybe I'll put a sound word. I think it was Tyler who used a sound word in his poem yesterday about snakes. That was really fun to read, so I'm going to try that. Spring is here. I can jump in puddles. And I'm going to go splash. Sometimes to make words stand out more, people when they're writing poems, they repeat even letters. Even though that's not the real way to spell splash, that makes me want to read it like splash. Spring is here. I can jump in puddles. Actually, you know what? I want to move this right up there. I like it. Jump in puddles like that. There we go. Spring is here. I can jump in puddles. Splash. I'm going to try doing a repeating one. I can... what else do I do in spring? I can run. Where can I, if I'm writing just about spring, maybe I shouldn't do run. I can, oh, I know, wait. I can, I'm not going to do run. I can hear. I was going to say frogs, but I just thought of something else. When I was out running this morning, that's what I was thinking about. When I was out for my run this morning, I was hearing birds sing. I can hear birds. And I'm going to go like this. Sing. Make it with sing and fancy. Spring is here. I can jump in puddles, splash. I can hear birds sing. Maybe I'll make another sound word here. Tweet, tweet. Spring is here. I can jump in puddles, splash. I can hear birds sing, tweet, tweet. I can smell grass. I can smell grass. You know how I like how they repeat sounds? I can smell green, because you can't really smell the brown grass. Well, you can, but it doesn't really smell very good. I can smell green grass growing. Spring is here. I can jump in puddles, splash. I can hear birds sing, tweet, tweet. I can smell green grass growing. I can almost, I can smell green grass growing. I can almost taste summer. Because I'm getting all excited with all of these spring things to think about the things that are going to happen in summer. I'm going to end it like that. Spring is here. I can jump in puddles, splash. I can hear birds sing, tweet, tweet. I can smell, I'm going to put the green grass growing. I can almost taste summer. I think I like how this sounds now. It's making me happy and smile, and all those thoughts about spring in my heart and all my Okay, I like this one. Spring is here. Now I need a title. This isn't my title. Ha! Watch this. Taste the season. Taste the season. It's a little taste of the season. Like you just get a little bit in my poem, but there's so many more things in the season. Love it. Title done. Taste the season. Spring is here. I can jump in puddles, splash. I can hear birds sing, tweet, tweet. I can smell the green grass growing. I can almost taste summer. Okay, that's my poem for today, guys. What I challenge you to do is go and try to do a poem on your own again. That should be poem number 3. I have seen some fantastic poems coming in from you guys. You have been doing some copycat ideas, which is awesome. You have been doing some inventive on your own ideas. You've been using things you know from our poem chart. Some words repeat, some have only one line, some poems have a shape. Some poems have bold words, so you read them different. Poems all have a feeling, and the most important, put my marker down because this is the most important and I need 2 hands. The most important thing about poems is they come from your heart. So show me what you're thinking about today when you write your poem. When you're done writing your poem, snap a picture of it. Attach it to this post. That's something new. Don't send it separately. Attach it to this post where you push the plus button to respond. Take a picture of it and send it in. Please make sure you try to do good printing so I can read it. It is okay to erase and scratch out things on this poem because these are our rough drafts, but I still need to be able to read it. Okay, it's your turn. Have fun with it, guys. Bye-bye.